The storied warrior of God, Balian I, rose from humble origins to resist the ambition of Saladin. So it would come to pass that his son, second of his name, would challenge the heir of Saladin's empire. In those days, with the heresy and internal bickering of the West, the Crusades were forgotten about. Pious men claimed that any who truly loved God had already come to the Holy Land to serve. From the Kingdom of Heaven came God's finest warriors. The French Grand Master of the Knights Hospitaller became a close ally to the king and would aid his campaign to liberate Egypt. That ancient land would be bled for. When the war broke out, news came of a young woman who claimed divine guidance. Joan of Arc, she was called. Clergy and nobles alike howled for her head, of course, but the commoners praised her ascension and piety. Despite the pushback, King Balian stood with the messenger of God. With the knights, Joan of Arc, and the king united, the Islamic armies would eventually wither in the face of armored charges and disciplined attacks from the veteran numbers of Jerusalem. And from the east, word has it that Orda, the tiger son of the fearsome Jochi, has embraced Christianity. Our story continues, and there will be blood.
We now come back to our campaign featuring King Balian, the second of his name, but the first king of his line. And right now, we have found out about a murder that the leader of the Mongol Empire committed. He killed a fellow called the High Chieftain Edion. Now, he was called the Gracious Dwarf. He's got the pox too. So, was he called the Gracious Dwarf because he dug too deeply into mines below, if you catch my drift? I don't want to know about that. Now, having a weak hook will not enable us to have an alliance over here with Jochi. That penalty that we get from him having a different religion from us is by far way too high. But thankfully, Order the Tiger, his primary heir, is a Christian. What's incredible to me is that his wife evidently converted him. And she has a story too, a very long story. She's currently 38. She's provided 3 daughters for Order the Tiger, who's only 29 by the way. And she was a lover of King Bohemond. Remember him? The Cannibal King? And she has a few children by him as well. What a line. She came all the way from the west and went over here to the east. And she was able to convert him. I don't know what her magical powers are. Well, I might know, but they're probably lewd and I won't mention them. But again, she's about to provide another child for him. That's an incredible thing for all of us here, which means that once Jochi passes on, a Christian will be in charge of the Mongol Empire. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot. Now, let's have a look at him. Oh yeah, the lover's pox on him. His wife had it too. She was into incest and cheating on the Gracious Dwarf. Oh no. I don't want to know about your history when it comes to intimacy, but I have a feeling it was pretty nasty, okay? But we've learned more. Now, let's have a look at the map real quick. The Mongol Empire, they have taken over by far too much. I wouldn't be able to beat them. Maybe they're gonna beat the Arabian Empire, I don't know. But I have broken the Arabian Empire into 3 parts. The Byzantine Empire continues to grow. They're doing okay. I have a lot of land, I do want more. Our sister queen's land is also doing well. King Bohemond has expanded Italia. The Holy Roman Empire, they're also strong. Kiev, Rus too. England, they're holding on. France is like a weird, I don't know, spotty rash spreading all over. It's a strange one. And there's Portugal, Kong down over here, which has turned into a proper empire, and naturally Socotra, which is continuing to grow. As you can well see over here, we have a few people who are quite angry at me. Why? Well, I came into their home and I said, hey, I'm taking over. Imagine that. You're sitting at dinner and some strange guy who wears clothing you can't really recognize says, hey, it's my house now. That's what I did. And I do respect them for trying to resist. Naturally, as king, I've got to put my foot down and say, no, I won't let you do that. And so we're bound to have a major rebellion. It's about to happen. But I'm not too worried. Many of you are now knights in here if you left a comment of advice. So, do watch out for your name. Now, what's over here? You want to marry one of my many knights? Great. She's a genius, though she is lusty. Her mother had one eye. How she got that one eye, we won't talk about. And another dwarf over here would like to marry Pierre, another fellow of mine who has come to join my court. Now, we have many people in charge of many lands over here in Egypt. My wife is again pregnant. Hey, look, when they told him, hey, Balian, shoot your shot, he took it in a very literal sense and he hasn't stopped, okay? But over here, we do have our good buddy, Akbar. Eventually, his lands may go over to Altair. Remember, Altair, he's got only one arm. So we're going to give him a hand and take over probably his fortress over here in Masyaf. I would like to do that, as Akbar does have a claim on his lands. So to me, that's probably a pretty good idea, but before I can do that, we've got to fight that major rebellion. Lovers over here. Oh, we have found out so much. Well, don't worry about that. But again, let's have a look around real quick. Ashraf, you're over here. You're from Altair's line too. Over in Ahad, we've got our mad advisor over there. And here's a new event. Dream Castle. I dreamt of traveling to a magnificent mighty castle so large and immense it towered over everything in nearby territory, even the forests and the mountains. It was an imposing sight. For 3 years, I get a buff of 0.1 renown. Hey, I'll take it. Free renown. My nephew and brother-in-law, he's a prince of Cairo. And over here, we've got Gwen's line. She has a daughter who is a duchess. Good for her. And there we go. What I was waiting for has finally happened. Let's have a look at him. All right, you're a decent commander. You want to be free? Let me free you from the obligations of life. All right. Now, before we go fight them, let's have a look at how large they are. I'm outnumbered. What am I going to do? Am I going to make it, everyone? I don't know. We'll find out in just a moment. 26,000 men. That's a lot by any measure. But hold on, I'm busy right now. All of you can wait up. Akbar, you're currently 45. You do have a bastard child. You've got a lover. And I have a feeling they've had more children, so we'll have to watch out about that later on. Here's Suleiman, 27 years old. He's doing well too. Who else do we have? Well, we've got over here, from the line of Kaiser, another ruler. They're all doing well. Sinai, what about you? Sophia, from the line of Kaiser again. You're married to Duke Zenobi. From the line of, well, you know who it is. He's not feeling well. He's got a cold. Oh, poor baby. Now, a few of you wanted me to give land over to, of course, Joan of Arc. She's unable to marry. She is celibate. Her stat line is incredible. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let her have one area right over here. Look at that. A nice castle, okay? She's right by me. She'll be able to lord over people, and she'll be by me. How about that? We're very close. We're good friends. And she has her own noble house. So let those nobles poo-poo about her. I don't care. She's incredible. Let them match her talent in combat. Come on now. Okay. Now I've got to call in a few allies. Orda would join me, which is surprising. Socotra, you'll come join me. Kiev Rus, you too. I've got friends out there. I've got family. Will come join me. And they're peasants, so they're all willing to do that. All right? Okay, the queen could come join me too. Godfrey, Humbert? No, I don't want any of you to come join me, but let's get our army together and go fight them now. Let's have everyone rise up over here. We might even divide up if we're able to. Wonderful, come join me, allies. I know you want to. Listen, it's in the interest of our nobility to help me put down any peasants. It supports the status quo, which naturally does not support the peasant. The peasant should be listening, evidently. Okay, I've got plenty of gold. I've got plenty of men. Now, Joan, the maid, go out there and clean up. Oh, you know what I mean. Go get them. Now, I'll take command of another army. Let's go after the tiny one over here for one. Then we'll come over here and beat up more of them. If they want to move around, let them do so. What's over here? Ah, you two want to be married. I do spend a lot of time managing every little affair. Now, I am thinking about future campaigns. After a vampire campaign, I'm thinking about potentially playing a tall campaign, where maybe we play as a dwarf. Some people wanted to know if I would finally do that, and it might finally be time. It would be fun. Okay, so over here, that was a minor battle. We don't need to look at it. It was a very minor battle. Look at her go. She's destroying them. They have no knights. Now, if a few knights could betray me, that would be an issue. So many saints. I should be one. I'm known for my dedication to my faith. I'm one religious icon. I have represented God in everything that I do. All right. Now, let's have a look again. We're on our way. Oh, they're falling apart. I've got organizer and military engineer. We're fighting who? You want to fight me, lady? Let's go. Or I could go after their leader. Let's do that instead. If he's not gone, that's okay. What now? You're trying to integrate Cyprus. Okay. I could, what, learn from them? No. Reduce their development, but increase your overall progress. Jaden Marker, no! He was finally killed in battle, and he fought so well, and I had another son. I'll name him Jaden. There. Actually, we'll call him Mark. We'll name him after you, okay? You did serve well, my friend. Now, we have a new event over here, years later. After the first turbulent years, it seems everyone in the country has gotten used to the Baroness Joan. Some appreciate her, and some do not, but the more violent controversy and commotion has died out, and people are now preoccupied with other matters. She lives on, although the tales of the early years of the Maid of Pakatiana are already the stuff of legend. Right? There. We've done it. Ah, poor Mark, man. He was a good knight of House Marker. He was a good man. He had one child. He's gonna marry into the line of our people. Wonderful. Good for him. His line shall live on through his daughter. Now, let's come over here. Let's go beat more peasants. How dare you kill one of my knights? Now over here, we're destroying them. Now we know they could outnumber me by several times my own number and still do nothing. That's how strong we are. So here's one battle. Duncan's been killing a bunch of people. He's like, haha, you're in poverty. I shall bury you. Petronia over here, Eskinder as well. I've got a new perk in learning. There's Joan. Now, for a new perk, I'm gonna pick up what today? I'm all about learning currently. More, let's see, cultural fascination. I've got to pick that up. Because we want to quickly learn whatever we can for innovations. I'm getting older, but I've got to do it, I think. Battlefield combat. Let us fight in combat. Let us go. Blade dance! I know how to dance. Ooh. Here's my legendary technique. Aha. Look at my jutsu. My medieval jutsu. Another blade dance again. And victory from me again. I've only lost once, and that person I beat several times already. She's actually very good. I would love to capture her. Oh, no, no. I want you to come join me. Come fight for me, all right? You've got to convert. Oh, she's great. She even has a physical trait. Oh, never mind. She died. Okay. Well, that didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. Let's go beat the other army over here. They're like, do we move? Don't worry. I've made my decision for you. We found their leader, by the way. I have you now. You know what? Let's get them too. Strike, parry, riposte. Divine Wrath? No. Why don't we disarm them? Yep, they have been disarmed. Their prowess has gone down. You are a bit slow. Strike, parry, riposte, and I don't mean physically. Another blade dance again, and victory for me. The non-believer dies. And so we have won again. The battle of the city of Savaga. Stood strong in the face of the enemy, my soldiers have fought valiantly so far in the battle, but are slowly getting tired as their foes push harder and harder and rage against their demise. After a prolonged period of combat and a strong enemy counter-push, my men are assembling around. Well, I shall give a speech. Go on, my men. With me, charge! And so they go on. And so we've won. Oh, I don't have them all yet. Okay. Who else do we have? I've killed most of them. There are very few left. Oh yeah, one more battle over here. And what? A secret? I don't care. I don't care about that secret, okay? You're a good young man. Don't bother me about that. Alright, another enemy commander. Go on, Joan. You know what to do. Alright, they're gone too. Yeah, one more. One more group. Okay, my boy is back. And have a look. He's a renowned physician. Legendary in his ways. I'll make him my physician right now, I think. I've got a nephew who's quite good, but he's my boy. Alright, we've won. We finally did it. It took me half a year, but we beat them. I was able to muster up 51,000 men for the cause. Alright, thank you, all of you. I appreciate you. Now let's quickly look through. We fought some major battles. Duncan again. Duncan's like, look, a body count. It's part of my family motto. No, really. A body count. That's it. There's Akbot over here. Pedro, Solomon, Richard, Thomas, Tariq. Ah, Tariq, you finally joined us. Uhtred, Zach, Balian, Daniel, Victor, and Rahotep. Many wonderful knights who have come to join us. Now, who needs a guardian? You do, young lady. Your father was a valiant man. You know what? I shall watch over you for a time. That's what I shall do. You're all about what? Learning? Okay. You know what? I shall educate you. Alright? You'll join our culture, but I shall educate you. Now, here's a prisoner. Who are you? No one good. But you'll give me 100 gold, and absolutely I do want 100 gold. So the war is over. We have beaten them in a major battle. And right now, it looks like the Mongol Empire is engaged in some manner of war. I don't know how long it's going to last. It could be for a moment. It could be for a long time. We shall see in time. Zenobi, you're still alive! 79, good for you, my friend. Now, what do we want? We could host a feast. It has been a long time. I think we should. We've got many people here. I think we should. And so we shall. I do want to fight the Arabian Empire. Another secret again. And so we know so much. Welcome, friends. Let's have a look at who did not show up. My sister. Well, she's far away. Orda, you know what? I can understand that. Solomon, why? Balian, my son, who's 24, and Duke Demid of Anatolia. He did not show up. I'm going to put together a very stable court. That's what I'm going to do. For my son. I won't always be here, but I've got to do it for my boy. Here's my wife. 42 years old. We've had 9 children together. I can't believe it. It's incredible. She's my friend, and I do love her. All right. You don't need to educate anyone. I could romance her. That's true. Sure. We'll do that. And you want help? Sure, I'll help him. I've got a hook on him, and he likes me more. Good, good. Now, I did find out something. What shall I do for her? I shall win a sparring match. She will not resist me for long. We've had 9 children, and I'm like, you know what? Let's work on romance now. We've had enough children. Who's over here? Master Hushyar. Oh, the master of Nimrod Castle. Okay, we've seen him before. We'll get him soon. We're about to go to war again because I've got to fight the assassins. But hold on. Let's see. 300 gold. I've got the money. There. I have fought the enemy of thirst. Now, let's have a look at my money real quick. I've got 47.3 coming in. And over here is Count Guy. His father died, unfortunately. Remember him? 28 years old. He had smallpox. Right, you were the 3rd, actually. Your son should be the 4th, but you had no power. You held no power. And you're going to marry into Sokotra's line. Well, good for you. I've been watching over him, too. Because Count Guy was a friend of my father's. And so I shall be a friend to him. I'm currently 47, and so we are doing well. In time, I'm going to find more marriages for my children. Prince Mark over here. He's quick, he's beautiful. What a child. Let's get ready, though. We're going after Masyaf Castle. Now, that's going to be a very interesting one. Will I gain a lot? Yeah, I'll gain a lot of tax money. I might even give it to someone else, who knows? We shall see in time. Altair is feeling fine. A one-armed man. And look at his stat line, 47 for diplomacy. He's a master of diplomacy. His own heir over here is 14. And he's very good. Okay. We'll have to watch out for him. He's Catholic. Wonderful. And a guest of mine? Wait, which means someone over here is educating him. That's good. I'll find someone for him to marry later. But maybe his line will finally join mine. Good, good. Then we should get him a castle. One that he should command. What's incredible is that they do have over 30,000 men and a lot more money. I don't care. I'm going in. I'll take Masyaf. It's a very vital location, and we've allowed them to have it for far too long. My dear sister, come join me. My many allies, you'll come join me too. I've got all of that prestige, which means I've got to use it now. Tormod, you too. David, you as well. Now, Orda, are you trying to catch up to me? You've had so many children. How many times are you going to impregnate her? He's like, look, I love the woman. I'm going to have her over and over. Now, let's establish over here a marriage between my son. Actually, we can make it my grandson. She has a physical trait. That'll work out. Let's do that one for one. Okay? That'll be one agreement. I want our lines to really be close together. I think it's a really good idea. I'm not here to fight him. Now, let's get my soldiers together too. I've got plenty. Thank you so much. There. Why don't we do it again? We should. Here's my boy. And you have a daughter over there. Matrilineal? I think not. Perfect. Our lines shall be combined. So it might not be Jochi who's going to help us out, but Orda could. And that's why we're going to be family. With a line of Timuchin. That to me is incredible. Okay, so we've got all these men and women. Let's bring them together. You want me to join you? Well, good luck to you. You're really far away. I'm not going to call upon you, and you shouldn't call upon me. But let's get everyone together. I don't know when they're going to bring in all of their many soldiers, but let's come over here. Oh, I've got too many soldiers. Okay, so I should divide up. They've got a limit of 6,642. I don't want to go over that. I have exactly that number over here. Wow. Yeah, perfect. We are exactly there. You might as well go, okay? Okay. Let's go besiege 2 areas. We might as well. Your education is at an end. You're a fortune builder, which is really not too bad. You're 16 now, Kaiser. Good luck to you, boy. An unbeliever. I'm telling you, I'm finding out every secret over there. Yep, he won quickly and easily. We've got allies here too. They're going to be able to help shield me. That alone is worthwhile. So now a Bulgarian young man has married my daughter, which is a good thing. She's wonderful, a great chancellor. He's a bit more craven, sure, but that's okay. So we're going to take Masyaf. I'm very sorry, but look at how long it's going to take. A bastard over here. Oh my, Banyak. Uh-oh, they're here. All right, we need to move. We need to move right now. Look at their men. They've got so many put together. Okay, we've got to go beat them. I might not be able to last for that long. I should probably just go fight them. Now, Joan, you could take command. Sophia, even you could. You're incredible. However, off we go. I'm taking command today. Let's go fight them all together, here and now. The Battle of Nimrod Castle. They have many champions. One has 32 prowess, another 33 prowess. We do have Akbar, who's come to join me. I've got over 50 knights right now. They have many more men on the way. Can I beat Darab? He's powerful. Let's go anyway. Oh, he's very good. Here's my on guard. A lightning assault. A legendary technique? Absolutely. I could do a confident attack. I'll do that. A disarm. And there's my victory. He's been hurt. I would love to have you join me. If he doesn't, so be it. But here we go again. They have more men on the way. Richard was able to wound Murad. Very nice. Petronia, even you. You've done well. Esmail is very powerful. Duke Al-Hazred killed a very mighty man, I'm sure. Okay, the Grand Master is here. But we'll go after Hushyar. Let's go. 42! He's stronger than me. On guard. My legendary technique. And victory again! I beat him, even though he was stronger than me. I will my body to match the vivid mental picture of legend, shifting into an awkward stance while whirling my sword. Then somehow everything just works. Alright. Just call me King Wick. Give me a movie. I'm King Wick now. I'll kill them all. Alright. My dais and my vaulting is quite effective. Again, we give a speech to the men. Alright, well, didn't work out that time, but that's okay. I won a major battle. It's okay. Now, what's over here? I could potentially gain a new trait, Holy Warrior. I would gain stress, however, did work out. I wish I became a Holy Warrior. That would have been nice to have. But we beat them. We actually beat them. They had, what, 23,000 men. I gained 550 fame, 275 devotion. My knights killed 2,837 men. My bowmen over 300, which is really not that impressive in comparison. But we did beat them. They were destroyed in that battle. Duncan, he killed 160. Akbar, 143. Pedro, over 100. Solomon, 105. Richard, 100. Thomas, 94, and so forth. You can see all the different names here. You might even see your name here as a knight. What I do, I invite people over to the court, and then I rename them. That's pretty much it. All right, so I try to get in as many people as I can, depending on what you want your character to be. All right, you beat him too. You killed 2 people. Well, these 2 were not very good, but still, they were notable folks. So we beat them in battle. All right, now we've got to divide up again, as we now need to move back over to Masyaf. The rest of you may wait here. They may be back, but for now, victory is on our side. You need a guardian, Darden. Okay. A genius. Okay. I could educate you. I'll find someone, though. And Zenobi's no 80. Wow. The Grandmaster of their order wants their knight back. Well, let's have a look over here. He's 27 years old and quite mighty in combat. So here's what I'm going to do. Demand conversion and recruit. He'll do it. He'll come join me. Ha! Take that. All right. Now, Joan, come over here. And here's why. Because we're going to bring in our holy knights again. They're led by the Grandmaster we know, Farand. He's quite good. He's lusty and brave. And he's ready to fight. He's a pretty good commander as well, but we just need his men. If he wants to fight on the battlefield, so be it. Another murder. What a shame. All right. 12,000 men. Now, Joan is quite good. However, Sophia matches her when it comes to commander advantage. But not only that, she does have one more commander trait. Shield Wall Master. She'll inflict more fatal casualties and have a higher attacker advantage. That's what we want. So now she has 12,000 men. Let's go beat them on the shoreline. Okay, good. She's one aspiring blade master. One dead enemy knight. Wonderful. We were losing, but our allies are on the way. It's a bloody battle. Look at that. The Battle of Latakia is incredible. Altair, you lost your eye. You've already lost one arm. That can't be good for your health. All right. We beat them, and Altair was killed. You were too, Baron. What happened? Suleiman killed him. Oh, your own family member killed you. Really? Oh my god. That's got to be tragic. And now your son leads your land. Suleiman, you killed your family member. Let's have a look over here. Yeah. So over here is your mother. And your mother was a child of course, Altair. Incredible. That's very sad. That is very, very sad. Which means her own child killed her brother. And Akbar, he fights for me. Though he likes me a lot, we're still rivals. One day, we may need to fight. I don't want to. I think he's actually stronger than me now, which is terrifying. Let's go pursue them. But look at our casualties. We lost 6,345 men. They lost 9,940 men. I gained a lot of fame and devotion. My knights killed 3,321 men total. Their knights killed over 1,000. Their crossbowmen are still quite deadly. Akbar killed 260. Uhtred, 139. Uhtred, you killed Masyaf. He was older. Daniel, you killed Zarab. Suleiman, you killed Altair. Okay, you killed him. Let's see. Soamir, you killed that fellow. And him as well. Who else died? A lot, actually. Yeah, you were wounded by Altair. It was quite deadly. One order member was killed too. We did lose a lot. Oh no! Have a look at that! My niece over here, her husband, he was killed. We had a dwarf fighting over here. He's got brilliant stats. He's actually very good. They had 2 children. He comes from that line of divine imperial dwarfs. And he's gone now. He shouldn't have been here. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, he married into my family. Her line has lost a lot. But there we go now. We can see all the casualties. I don't think I really captured people who were too good. No. But I'll check through them later on, as they do have many mighty warriors. But now we're going to be able to track down at least whatever they have left of their army. Now I took Balian out of that siege battle. He's got knights over here that we need to use, I think. So here's what we're going to do. we're going to have... Where are they? Ah, Sophia, come join them. Perfect. Wait, right over here. Oh, they're all fighting. Hold on, we need to combine. That we do. Now that we have combined, let's go into the battle. It's not a great location, it's over in Nimrod Castle, but I've got to help out. We keep having to enter battles outnumbered. Eventually my allies do join in, but that period of time is so dangerous. Okay, Karush, at least the younger one, was killed. Their army was not wiped out. We know they like to go back and forth. I would like to get more supplies too. They lost 4,855 men. Hushar killed over 300 men. That's incredible. And Akbar, though you do like me, it's only because I gave you land. I'll try to sway him. I should have picked up 1 point to befriend people. That's always a good choice if you want to end a rivalry. He's actually stronger than I am now, so I've got to really watch out, or he could actually beat me. And if it does happen, so be it. I've beaten him many more times, but I don't know what happened. He just got much better than I am at combat. Though we are close to the same age. Lover's over here. Orda, you have a lover. What a shame. Okay. Then again, his father could have many lovers, many wives, but he's only able to have the one. What a change. Hushar I cannot beat. He has over 50 prowess, but I could go after the Grand Master. For some reason, over here, that event seems to trigger, so maybe it doesn't work. My son was wounded by Ismail. Taste my blade. I view him as a demon, and now he's gone. The battles continue. Suleiman, go on, fix it up. He was severely injured, which is a shame, but I think he'll be okay. I'll do it myself here. Sometimes you've got to delegate when you can. He's a young man. He's going to be able to recover. Another enemy, but Hushar goes on. Okay. Let's wait, I suppose, over here, where we could get our supplies back up. They're going to move back down anyway. The siege battle goes on. Their army is close by. We'll try to meet them. They're very quick. Thankfully, my allies are closer this time, so this should be a much easier time to fight. Good job, but you're not quite done. Let's go convert more people. Tal Hamid, and go promote our culture. If we do that, if we keep that up right now, we're going to be so much better off. Saladin won against Jochi. It's probably only because they're fighting so many wars. They are fighting a lot of wars. That's what happens when you own a majority of the map. And over here, we caught Master Karush. He might even die in prison. He's been their commander for such a long time. Alright. Did we wipe out a grand majority of them? It does seem like it. Oh, you've had a son. Let's call him... Let's see. Thomas for one. Now, let's come over here to Orda. You have another... How do you have so many daughters? He's like, I have an army of daughters. I do. Yeah, I'm able to see that. We're going to intertwine our families. Regardless of what happens after Jochi dies, I want to ensure that we're close together, all of us. Okay, let's wait over here while we continue to besiege. Now, let's make a choice over here for Investiture. That topic determines who appoints bishops, the Pope or the secular liege. There are two levels to it. You've got free or papal. And I'm going to choose papal. That way direct vassals will like me more. But not only that, maybe the Pope won't dislike me. That was 1,000 prestige I had to spend, so be it. Kiev, you've got a rebellion. Oh, you can no longer convert? Really? They've converted, great. I suppose with our help, we're doing it now. Marab, you're dead too. Okay, we've got 1 year left. They've got how many men? 11,000 men somewhere. Not here, but somewhere out there, they have a lot of men. They were fighting also Jochi as well. So Jochi is just fighting a lot right now. Kiev, Rus, Italia, England. Yeah, they've all grown. I'm doing my best right now to ensure that we have peace after I'm gone one day. Garcia Santiago, you need a teacher. I shall teach you. Do not worry, but you've got to join my culture. I think it's a good idea. I could call in more allies to the war. Well, another war, not my current war. They've all been bloodied. I might not be able to use them for quite some time after we're done here. And I've got too much stress as well. I might need to leave for just a little bit just to reduce my stress. We don't want to have a breaking point. Okay, Sophia, you'll take command. I'm going on a hunt. I need a period of peace. Thank you. There's something majestic about the way the boar gazes across the landscape. From behind the bushes, I raise my bow. Here's Prince Falco. You know what? I'm gonna bring it down. I should. And we are now back home. I feel a little bit better about life in general. Let's come over here real quick. Let's see. Sophia, you're out over there doing what you can. We're besieging again because we've got to. I'll take anatomical studies because I need to focus on my health. So I'm going to. Alexios, you came of age. He's now 16. He's one intricate web weaver. He's going to marry the oldest daughter of Orda. Perfect. Ah, they're back again. They're always back again. So, let's see. Here's what we want to do, I think. You can't be split into two. Well, we've got to go anyway. Fine. Go take care of all of them. We've got to chase them down. Now, we've got over here House of Warriors for more prowess, more knight effectiveness. However, let's have a look. That would be about wars in general. What if we came over here? Renowned name, more prestige, more knights, cheaper mercenaries, a better chance for better traits, better guests over here. There are many good things we could pick up. Even more popular opinion, which is fair and nice. But what about studious youth? I do like that idea. Close bonds. We're all about family now, I think. We'll take kin. So now we get more fertility, which is fine. Do we need help with that? Not really. I know we don't. Trust me, I know we don't. In fact, we've got 9 children. I've got one who's currently 2. My wife is currently 44, so I think we're finally done, but we just wouldn't stop. Okay, we're about to take over Masyaf. A child of my dynasty, Roberts. That's a good name. Let's finish up over here. And unfortunately, my rival would like to duel. He's at 48 for prowess. All right, you were at over 50. Strike, parry, riposte. Let's do that. Blade dance, good, okay. Come on. Oh, he's really strong. Another attack. A blade dance again. I did it, I beat him. Okay. That was fortunate because I wouldn't have won if I didn't get blade dance twice. But even though he's so much stronger than I am, I still beat him. I fight like water flows, flexible but inevitable. Akbar feints forward repeatedly, seemingly giving me opportunities to attack only to dart away. Sensing opportunity, I press further and harder with each quick slash, eventually catching him several times. And so, victory is mine, my dear rival, for hopefully the last time. Despite your powers, you still cannot defeat me. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And Joan has married, really. Never has the realm seen so much attention focused on the wedding of one who is not of noble birth. Huh. I wonder if she'll lose her trait of celibate. We'll check later. Quite busy right now. Another marriage over here. A courtier and you. Okay, sure. Go do what you want. I do not mind. Do what you need to. And we won a siege. However, it's not over. Oh my god. How much longer does the war need to go on? Okay, so we've got to besiege a few areas. Let's go... I suppose we could divide up. I don't like doing that, but we've got to. So, I'll go help out over here. We'll lose a few supplies. Actually, let's go regain a few. You'll come down over here. Actually, no, we have the other army down over there. Yeah, that'll do it. A child of my dynasty. A daughter. Alright. Yeah. So we're over here. Let's go and attack. A lesson on valor. Become brave. Good. Good job, child. That's the child of the knight who died early on. so I'm taking care of things over there. Mark has, what, 2 more to his martial skill. Very good. Be temperate. Not a bad choice. So we're going to besiege multiple areas now. Because if we don't, we'll never finish the war. We'll be here forever. She's joined my culture. I'm a good teacher. Good for me. Yeah, they've lost all of their good knights, so I think I finally broke the order. And over here, Thomas and another member of Skotra. We've got more keeps now in Evelyn, Jaffa. We make a lot of money. I mean, look at what I have now. I've got a lot of money. Okay, they've got more soldiers close by. I need to go beat them again. Got some allies who are close by. Maybe they'll come join me. Levy volunteers, very well. They've got only 5 knights. Murad is quite good, we know that. The Battle of Hama. Come on. We caught them too. The order has been broken. There's no way. They lost all but 5 men. However, they do not give up. Now, Murad over here again is quite good. If I could get him to join me, oh, that would be awesome. Let's give it a moment. Oh, they have 7,000 more men on the way. Dear God. Okay, come join me. You've got to, I think. Come down over here. Did I capture their really good champion? I don't know. They had one who was incredibly terrifying, but we finally beat them. All it took was taking that area too. 3 years of fighting, but we finally beat them. And they still do have 15,000 men. Incredible. 3 years of fighting, and it's over. Oh, 2 wars ended. Good. Disband all. We need a moment to rest up now, I think. After all that fighting. Okay. So, let's have a look over here real quick. We've got that area. I'm going to try to get Altair to come join me. If he has no title, it should be easier. Akbar, I beat you. I no longer want to be rivals. We're getting too old for that, okay? What's over here? A fornicator. I could give that to probably a knight of mine. Yeah. I've got to revoke your title. You're not my direct vassal. Okay. Interesting. Right. You belong to him. A few children lack guardians. I'm going to find that for them. So, we've done what we've needed to do. Let's have a look around. I could go on another pilgrimage. I wish I could call upon a holy crusade. Akbar, I could change up your contract. I could change up a lot for you. I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to do that right now. But look at that gold. I'm going to use it to potentially sway a few leaders over to my side. The Mongol Empire is under attack by many different enemies, so I think that's really changing up things for them. But we finally did it. We have Masyaf. I do want Nimrod Castle, but you can see how long it takes to take over anything in general. I do have a lot of money, but I need even more. Now, have a look over here. Altair was willing to join me. I gave him 50 gold. He was also willing to convert. Now, he's going to marry the bastard child of Akbar. She has great traits too. Quite strong and a genius. I'm going to control his line. He's a good kid. Chaste, forgiving, gregarious, and speaking of, I've got to probably get rid of a few people over here if I want to be considered a good person as well. There. They're mostly gone now. Have a look at that. No one really worthwhile. And also, with Altair came a few family members. Like over here, a young lady, she's only 12. We're gonna have her marry someone quite good. Now he's 17 and strong. Let it be matrilineal. Sure, do that. We want them to have powerful children. And I do want her in my court. Maybe one day I'll even give her land, who knows. Gulpari, you are of a decent age. But it's going to be hard to find you a good husband, I think. Let's find someone who has traits. She could still have children. Now, he's quite strong too. And also of our culture. Let's have a look. 23, not bad. Hopefully those two will have children. Now, let's have a look over here at my military. I need a much more professional army. If I remember right, horse archers are considered to be skirmishers in here. Now, I'm gonna actually upgrade my bowmen. I just put them together. I had one too many groups of armored, I guess, knights, I suppose. Now, there we go. We've got 8 out of 8 for archers, 8 out of 8 for light footmen. I'll get more money, then I'll upgrade even more groups. You died in my prison? What a shame. What a pity. I could let the rest of you go. Yeah, I'll let all of you go. You're not going to pay to leave. Young man, I'll have you come join me. You won't convert. That's okay. I'll give you some money. Look at his house over here. He's related to Saladin. That's why he's going to join me. So here's a gift. Demand conversion. And that was easy. He's Kurdish. He's going to come over here and fight for my family. Alright. Let's find him someone decent to marry. He's only 9 right now, so we don't want anyone he marries to be too much older than him. A Borgigan, really? Why don't you marry that young lady? There. It'll be good for you. Okay, so we have our lands together. I've got 5 out of 7 for domains. I've got plenty of money, but I need to gain more. We're going to have a period of peace over here because we need to. Also, my Crusader sister queen, she evidently now serves the Byzantine Empire. Probably not a bad choice. She didn't have a lot of room for expansion. I have new buildings being built as we go along. I do want more, of course, but I've got to save up. So I'm currently, what, 51 years old. My heir is 28. I might need to change things around to where I have only one direct heir, because if I don't do that, we could have issues. Right. You've got your lovers. We're going to lose what then? The Kingdom of Cyprus over there. And over here, another kingdom. We would lose 2 kingdoms. And it wouldn't be the end of the world, but we would lose some lands I want to hold on to. It's a lot of power that I've got to hold on to. So I'm going to think about it. We also need to take over more of the Arabian Empire. I won't be able to do it within my lifetime, but I've got to do something to conquer over here. Let's have a look now. We need to take over the entire region. Yeah, that's a lot too. Have a look at that. That is a lot of land over here. Alright, so I've got to take over everything over here. There too. And also over here. A little bit that the Mongol Empire controls. That could be an issue. Hopefully one day it won't always be an issue. But let's give it a few years of resting because, again, I just need to upgrade my military if I want to challenge my enemies a little bit better. As I did mention before, I was building up my military, and now Akbar would like to no longer be a rival. Sure. And someone over here was bleeding out. She's joined my court. I wonder what we should do. Maybe we'll just go after the Arabian Empire. Now, Isabel, you've had a daughter. Wonderful. Well, you've got her name. I'm still making a lot of money despite upgrading my military. I'm saving up right now in order to expand a little bit more. And who's over here? Let the traitor be known to all. Akbar, don't try to kill people. You should know better. There we go. Iron Constitution, great. I've got it now. I should feel a little bit better, but what I truly do need is over here, healthy, which is why I'm probably not going to make it, but I am feeling fine. I've got a good doctor, it's my son. My nephew is no longer my physician, it's going to be my son over here, who's currently 27. He has no children right now, which is quite unfortunate. Look at that, 428. Let's have a look around the lands real quick. A fish over here. No, I'm not going to do that. You might be a witch. Burn her. Oh, look at that. Because I burned a witch, I now know a new innovation. No, that was good timing, but we'll say it was a miracle. Why not? We also did pick up another innovation. Right over here, bailiffs. +1 to my domain limit. And over here, what else do I have? A higher vassal limit. Cheaper men-at-arms. So now, I'll be able to make even more money. That timing has been quite good. Also, they can be 2 sizes larger. My levy size goes down, but that's alright. I've got many levies. We have rebuilt. We still do need to rebuild a little bit more, but what else do we want? Over here, more development. We haven't done a great job with that, not yet. a small boost over to my health. That, to me, sounds pretty nice. Let's see, these Islamic hospitals served all regardless of their culture, race, or religion. Well, I do love that. Let's take that. Okay, so we only need one early medieval era technology or innovation, then we'll be ready to move on. That would take me 14 years. Over here is a pen that I could develop. 17 years, 12 years, or over here, 8 years. 8 years, that's pretty good. I would like to enter a new era. Now, once I do that, mercenaries are going to cost more, up by 15%. Really? But there's a lot of good stuff we would be able to pick up over here. Things I need. My sister did call me into a war over here. I might join her, who knows? Thankfully, I'm currently making a lot of money. I do want to give more time to really build up my power. Old Bohemond finally passed on at 67. Now, he has a son over here who doesn't quite have as much power. He's not a bad ruler, but he didn't really develop. Now, the Holy Roman Empire, they continue to do well. The Kaiser has an heir who's currently 32, he's currently 50. Over in Russia, let's see, they're doing well. They only have so many men. Over in France, they have an heir who is what, 19 years old. She's very good at intrigue, and she's a witch. Okay. Incredible. He's a witch too. So we do have a lot of heresy in France, and France is all over. Again, it's kind of like a giant skin rash. Over in England, the Griffin is currently 60. One person wanted to know why he didn't have his usual nom de guerre. Well, that's because King Richard I passed on. They're not the same. That would be his son over here. He's a pretty decent leader, though. Look at Ireland. They're like, yep, we're going to kind of divide up and do our own thing. Portugal, they're still led by King Pedro. Though they're not nearly as powerful, and dear God, you did lose a lot of children, poor guy. Beyond that, we've got the Arabian Empire. They have so much money and so much power. He's got over here 10 children. Incredible. Oh. One of your wives over here is a child of Altair. She's 28. She's given you how many children? Only one so far. Now, the Mongol Empire, they're winning their wars. They're losing one fighting the Order. That's really interesting. Maybe in time, that could change. He's currently 69. He's feeling fine, though. 16 children. Now, what are we going to do about that? I do have many secrets. Many things I know about him. I could expose all of them. That's true. I could really break things up over there. It's going to make me feel better. You know what? Let's do it right now. I'm getting older, and I just want everyone to know the truth. It could break up a decent portion of the Mongol Empire. It really depends over here. But so many people are going to be unhappy. My nephew, a non-believer, will leave him alone. I'm not here to challenge his faith. Alright, you've got a lover too? Look at all that collecting I did. And I'm not here to kill Jochi, not directly, not like that. They're shy. Well, not everyone knows your secret. We'll keep on going. Who else do we have? Another chieftain. If we could even just weaken many of their friends. Oh, Henry, you're still alive. 60 years old. Yeah, you've had one child. Gross. Your wife is only 33. You were 60. Interesting. Who's over here? Ah, there we go. Jochi, you killed a dwarf. And now everyone knows. He's not going to like that, and I totally get it. But I don't care. So hopefully we'll cause a little bit of instability over in his empire. That would be good. His son over here, Orda, has finally had a son, unfortunately. Oh no. I wonder... I was hoping it won't quite work out. I was hoping that he would never have a son. But, dear God, you have given him so many children. You're 45. Lady, you need to calm down. She's had 9 children. She's a drinker now. she's given to him a lot. Her oldest child is 23, another one 20, and let's see, back to Orda. I mean, he's got 7 children, 1 son. But that child is going to be married to someone part of my line. It's not a matrilineal marriage, but that's okay. We've had a lot of those because I find out so many secrets, I'm able to blackmail people, and I'm able to force them to really see things my way. But again, let me know what you think we should be doing. As many of you know, we have our council usually, but it takes a long time to edit, and as you can see, my introductions have become a little bit more involved. So one day, hopefully I'll have the skills to edit quickly enough to be able to have both of them back up. But until then, I do read all of your comments, and for those of you who give good advice and also submit a character name, or you have some type of usable username, then I put you in here. That's why you're able to see many of your characters in here, which I think is pretty darn cool. Akbar is still by far our strongest knight, and a few of you might be fighting for other lords and ladies too. There's Tariq, Thomas, we've got Balian, my son. He's currently, what, 30? Wow. He's gotten older. But there we are, everyone. Our goal is to form our empire, which means we need to beat Saladin IV. We've beat him once. We beat the Order. They still do have one castle over here, which is a huge pain. I do want that area. But we'll wait to fight that war again. Let me know, again, any advice that you may have, and pretty soon we'll have a new part. Thank you for watching, and until then.